What's poppin', guys? Gar Champion here, and today we have a strong new Funko to go over. Muscle Mice. The brand new Entertainment Earth exclusive pop is now in, and we are going to be doing a character breakdown and a Funko review. This side character only appears in one part, and so there is no spoilers in this video unless you don't even know who this character is. So with all the ground rules in place, let's dive right into this. This was a pop that no one asked for, but I'm positive that no one is unhappy that we actually got. For a side character, it's a very cool and unique choice to bring to everybody's collections. For starters, I love the size of this thing. Being a small animal like a mouse, I'm glad it was not super tiny. We have been victim to false advertising in the most recent past with the 2023 Summer Convention exclusive Hatching Raptor. This was advertised by taking up the whole box, and when it actually came in, it wasn't. It was super tiny. The muscle mouse did not disappoint. It was at full scale, and in this scenario, the bigger the better. Pause. The pose is great and fitting for the personality of this character. Always flexing. They did a good job showing the muscle definition, especially since this is what the character is all about. The blue fur and the headband have a slight gloss finish, which really works well because it creates separation between the fur and its clothing. I like that the accessories on the headband seem like a different material, and it really stands out in a more flashy way. The one detail I love the most about this pop is how glossy those eyes are. The overall color palette is also what really makes this thing visually appealing. The dark blues, the grays, they just work really well together. Then you throw in that light pink ears and it just works really well. The only thing that bothered me about this pop was something that it took me almost a week to even put into words. For some reason, this character just looked off, like it belonged in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. It wasn't until I dived into the manga for references and then discovered that it was a proportion issue. The muscle mouse depicted in there was kind of long vertically and just so happened to have a bunch of muscle tone, where this pop has human proportions and an oversized head, just like all of the pops. The whole proportions thing is not really an issue at all, but it just explains so much once I had that realization, because it really bugged me, like why I couldn't figure out why this thing looked weird to me. Overall, this pop is flexing because now it is my new second favorite Demon Slayer pop. 10 out of 10 for me. So what could make this pop better? The Shinobu treatment. And by Shinobu treatment, I mean this. You probably can't see because all the freaking glare, but all the butterflies on the bottom are just so over the top. So that's what I mean by Shinobu treatment. What could we do to muscle mouse here to make this thing over the top? If we were to give the muscle mouse the Shinobu treatment, I would add flocked to it or give it a diamond headband. That would make it then one of the flashiest of the mice. So that is it for the critique. Now let's learn more about this character. First off, this thing is actually not called Muscle Mouse. The manga never once stated that. So where did this come from? At the end of episode 37 in the anime, there was a short of Tengen giving us more info on the mice. And then he referred to them as Muscle Mouse. Since it didn't come directly from the author, that leads us to believe that the studio made this name up and is almost like a fan name, similar to a pseudo-legendary in Pokemon. These mice are actually called ninju. In order to be recruited as a ninju, the mouse has to be overly passionate and super narcissistic. They have to be so in love with their own muscles, basically. If they meet those requirements, only then will they be trained to be the ninju. So here's what the job of a ninju is. They go into small and tight places that no one else can get into, and they help vanquish demons. Tengen also refers to them as the Shadow Demon Slayer Corps. The ninju's physical strengths include being able to carry a sword. We are shown that 2 ninju deliver Inosuke swords to him while in the entertainment district. But they also delivered Zenitsu's sword as well, which helped the 2 of them save Tengen's wives from Daki's cloth. And lastly, the only thing that these things actually say is muscle, 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 muscle. So that wraps up our Funko review and character breakdown of the muscle mice, also known as ninju. So, do me a favor, leave a like, because I am tired of lifting these weights while commenting. So, that's dedication there, guys. All right? Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And, yeah.